It's Tuesday, August 26th, and from WBHM News, I'm Richard Banks with today's top stories. The Alabama Department of Public Health reports the state's first case of measles in more than 20 years. ADPH reported the case yesterday in a child younger than 5 years old in North Alabama. The case follows a significant outbreak of the disease in parts of Texas and New Mexico earlier this year. The statement from ADPH says the child with measles in Alabama was not vaccinated and contracted the disease while traveling outside the U.S. According to federal government data, if exposed to measles, about 90% of unvaccinated and non-immune people will contract the virus. Dr. Karen Landers, Chief Medical Officer for the ADPH, said parents should make sure their children are up to date with their measles vaccinations. Alabama education officials say they're not sure how many of the state's third graders who didn't pass a literacy test last spring will have to be held back. The Alabama Daily News reports about 4,700 students are at risk of not advancing to fourth grade. Districts are still finalizing their data, and the state board may not get a complete report on retention until October. This year's number is down from the 6,500 that didn't pass spring testing the previous year. Only about 450 of those students were held back, so state education officials hope for a similar low percentage this year. The 2019 Alabama Literacy Act requires third graders to pass the reading test to show they're reading at a level sufficient to move on to the fourth grade. And a heated race for mayor is being held today in Birmingham. City council seats are also on the ballot. Another tight race for mayor is set for Hoover, as well as municipal elections in Homewood, Mountain Brook, and Gardendale. Polls will be open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Runoff elections, if required, will be held on October 7th. You'll find more news anytime at WBHM.org. For more news about Birmingham and beyond, check out our local newscast during WBHM's broadcast of NPR's Morning Edition and the afternoon's All Things Considered, each weekday on 90.3 WBHM Birmingham. Please vote